And developing tonight, the U.S. government has been using spy drones for non-military purposes on U.S. soil. That's according to a new report. The Pentagon has done this for more than a decade.
So is this legal, and what is the government doing with this information? News 4's Luke Moretti went digging for some answers. Luke?
Yeah, Don and Jackie, we're talking about a Pentagon Inspector General report that was made public by a Freedom of Information request from USA Today. Now, News 4 has obtained the report, and it shows those domestic missions were rare and don't appear to violate any laws. A Pentagon Inspector General report says spy drones on non-military missions over U.S. territory have occurred fewer than 20 times over the past decade, supporting domestic civil authorities.
It's very shocking.
John Kerr III, Western Regional Director of the New York Civil Liberties Union, says now more than ever there's a need for oversight.
We need to have rules in place that protect us from the surveillance society. By that I mean a government that can track us, a government that can follow us, can follow our every movement, can look into our windows, hear our conversations, and peer into our houses of worship.
The Inspector General report cited some examples, including one case involving an unnamed mayor asking the Marine Corps to use a drone to find potholes in a city. That request was denied.
There's no arguing that the technology makes us better in many ways when it's used appropriately. And no one's arguing against the appropriate use of this type of technology. I do have to question whether or not it's appropriate for the military to be doing this.
Kerr says Congress needs to take a look at this and, if need be, enact a law that protects the privacy of all Americans.
Whenever we balance privacy and security, it should never tip away completely from privacy.
The Inspector General report says the Defense Department is fully compliant with laws, regulations, and national policies. But Kerr says there should always be oversight and regulation.
There should be monitoring of what's happening with the data, what's being used.
Now, the Inspector General report, first reported by USA Today, concluded that great care is taken by Defense Department personnel to protect the American public's civil liberties and privacy rights. Luke Moretti, News 4.